So it kind of just is what it is.
Right. Let's see if this works. If not, I ain't got a Scooby-Doo what's going on. Nothing's muted or anything like that. It's just bizarre how all of a sudden YouTube's being a pain in the arse. See if I can access it from this other phone and see what's going on. Can you hear me? There we go. I can hear it on this phone now.
Can you hear me?
Bloody hell.
There we go. I can hear it on this phone now.
Let's turn that one off because that's flipping annoying. Right, yeah, so don't know what happened there. A bit of a technical issue. I had this last time I started a pour, but I can't go back and flip and pour it again. So slightly annoying, but I'll fill you in on what I was saying. It's the triple IPA, but it didn't actually work. Well, it did work. It got us a 9.2%. But what it should have done to be a triple IPA is it needs to be above the 9.5 mark, which it didn't actually make it to. So, yeah, I'm a bit disappointed in it. It's not got an amazing carbonation either. It's got a nice mouthfeel. It's extremely hoppy, which is, again, you need the extra hops in there for something that's so strong. I wanted 11%. That's what I wanted. Now, I do also realise where I went wrong with this. It was during the brewing process. When I made the recipe for it, I put in dry malt extract, which you can buy in a powder. So basically what they do is they create a wort and then they reduce it down, and then turn it into a powder so that you can just add water, and then you've got some fermentable sugars and malty flavors in there as well. What I did is I used that instead of dextrose. Just because I had it to hand. I didn't have any dextrose to hand, so I thought, you know what, I'll use this liquid malt, this dry malt extract to try and get it used up. And it didn't go very well because we didn't get the ABV that I wanted. So next time I do it, what I plan to do, because obviously it wasn't a fail because we've learned. We take a learning curve from it. I've got, I think, 19 bottles of beer, so it's not like it's a loss. It's not as strong as I wanted it to be, but it's drinkable. Now it's extremely hoppy. It's not got the best head retention. It's probably not even going to be all that fizzy, but again, I don't really like mine too fizzy. I don't know what you mean by that. Want to ask why now, but I don't know. Don't know what to do. What? You've lost me, dude. I don't know what you're on about. But yeah, so unfortunately, it was a bit of a bust, but we took away the fact that next time I'll be using dextrose instead of I'll be using a mixture. I'll be using less of the dry malt extract, and I'll be using more. Well, I'll be adding additional dextrose. So I think I used about 600 grams of dry malt extract. So what I'll probably aim to do is 400 grams of dry malt extract and then 600 grams of dextrose, because the dextrose will be consumed 100% because it's just a simple sugar. As where with the dry malt extract, it's already been converted into a wort, so it's got unfermentable sugars in it. Now, I didn't factor that in. I just lobbed it in thinking I was being all clever. Like, yeah, man, let's make it. There you go. I'll put the flipping light back up there now. And I was like, yeah, I thought I was being clever and thought, as always, I thought I knew best. But I find learning the hard way one of the best ways to bloody learn, because you very rarely make the same mistake twice. Because now I've got to drink something that isn't what I expected it to be. So, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's nice. It's nice enough. It's strong. It's definitely strong. It's definitely got a bit of punch. You know, just from drinking that much, you know, it's a bit. You could probably clean your drain with it, and it is very hoppy. It's almost got like a velvety texture to it, and I think that is the flaked torrefied oats that went into it, because that can give like a nice mouth feel and a creamy kind of a feeling to the beer. But it's only 9.2% instead of the 11% that I was expecting. But you know, such is life. Back to the drawing board. So it's more of a double IPA than it is a triple IPA. But still, it's not too shabby. I mean, the head retention is a little bit better than it was earlier on, actually. It's only got a very thin head, but it seems to be holding it. Now, I can't remember off the top of my head what this had in it. Let me see if I can find the recipe. I saw them all down here the other day. It should be in this pile somewhere, no doubt. Oh. Problem is, right, is I tidied up, right, and now I can't bloody find anything. What's up, Cam? How you doing? Let's have a quick flip through these. They're ones that haven't been done. That's the porter. Right, they're new ones. That's one that's not complete yet. I'm still pondering on what to do with that. Done that one, done that one. Okay, so I don't have it to hand, unfortunately, which is slightly annoying because now I don't know what I put in the bloody thing. But I always archive my recipes, so what I can do is I can go on my dog and bone here and I can search my channel, view channel, videos. Sorry, bear with me a second. I just want to find out what's in it. Brewing a triple IPA. Okay, here we are. So if I'm gonna have to click on it and pause it just to be able to see what's in it. All right. Yeah, go on then. Just don't knock the camera. So it had. So that's what's giving it that creaminess. It's chit malt, CHIT, pardon me, and flaked torrefied barley, and that's giving it like the creamy kind of flavour or texture to it. It had 3.3 kilograms of extra pale malt, 130 grams of Munich malt, and 600 grams of light dry malt extract. It didn't have a very heavy hop at the beginning. There wasn't a great deal of hops in it at the beginning. There's only 7 grams, and then it was a mixture of Citra Mosaic through the whole process, and then a double dry hop as well is what it had. And to be fair, it was pretty standard brew. It was mashed at 65 degrees for 40 minutes. Then it was raised to 69 degrees for 20 minutes, sparged at 76, 60-minute boil with the hops added in as and when it needed to be. And then it was left down at 20 degrees and the yeast was pitched. What is it? It is a double IPA. A beer. It's meant to be a triple, but I fell short when I was pissing around with the recipe and I added something that had non-fermentable sugars. So it was a bit disappointing, but it's an okay beer. It's not too shabby. not too shabby at all. But I'm going to sit through this. I haven't really been doing a great deal on the channel for the past week or so. Since the last upload, to be honest. It's that time of year where I'm just busy. You know, Christmas kind of takes over, and daughter's birthday today, so I had loads of wrapping and stuff to do for that. So yeah, and what I tend to do is when it comes up to the Christmas period as well, I tend to wind everything down, finish off all the brews, pre-record videos, and then I might upload them later on. But I don't really do any new ones during the course of the holiday. Now, what I do have is I've got some forest fruits. So imagine like the fruits that's in a black forest gatto kind of thing. I've got a mixture of those berries kind of thing there that I do need to use up. They've been defrosted for a couple of days now, so I'm probably pushing the boat out a little bit with them. But yeah, it's one of those things. I'll just get around to it when I get around to it. I'm halfway through editing the pepper spray mead, which is it's not pepper spray. If you get it in your eyes, it's going to bloody hurt, but it's not pepper spray. It's a mead that's just got some chilies in, basically. A guy on the allotment next to mine, he gave me a handful of cayenne peppers, about 14, I think it was, and it's okay. It's got a little bit of bite, but it's nothing too spicy. I mean, the dragon's blood. If you want spicy, go brew my dragon's blood mead. That was flipping insane. That had half a Scotch bonnet in a gallon, and that blew your balls off. Yeah, overall, it's not too bad. It's not amazing. It could be better. I do like how it's retained a bit of its cloudiness, though. I think that's down to the torrefied barley as well. Now, I don't even know what torrefied means. I just know that it's got flake torrefied barley in. Next on the roster is the Clone of Welshman, which is going to be a red ale. But what I need to do is I need to drink some beer that I've brewed to be able to bottle the beer, because I sold more bottles than I needed to, or sold more bottles than I should have done. But yeah, so that's where we're at with that. Now, because it's a stronger beer, I'm not actually going to sit and drink the whole lot, because this is going to take a reasonable amount of time to drink. I mean, just from that bit that I've had there, you know, I'm a bit giddy, to be honest. So it's definitely strong, but it's not as strong as I wanted it to be, which is a bit disappointing. But again, we learn and we come back at it again. It's unfortunate that it didn't get what I wanted it to be. But again, once I'd done it, I could see where I went wrong, and that is half of it. That learning where you went wrong is all part of the process, you know? It's about getting in there and just having a go. Some people never try, you know? For the people who procrastinate and never actually have a go, you know, one day you won't be able to. So I always say, just get on with it, have a go. The worst thing you'll do is brew something that you can't drink. That's the worst thing that'll happen. Next time, you'll brew something that might just be bearable. Early days, you know, some of the brews that I made, they were like, how would you say, like what I would class as a low spec beer. Yeah, it tasted mass produced, basically. It tasted like it hadn't had any love put into it. Like, you know, it hadn't been made with my bare hands. There was no effort, because all I was doing was doing these liquid malt extracts. And obviously now I do it from all grain. I can control the beer a lot more. Anyway, I'm waffling now. So I'm going to go and sip away at this, because this is very, very strong. I mean, it actually feels stronger than the 9.2% that it says that it is. It's definitely got a bit of bonnet, guys. But anywho, thank you for joining me. It does have a carbonation. It's not amazing, but it does have one. You guys take it easy, and I'll see you all soon. Peace.